Horse racing has been popular in South Africa since the late 1700s when British rule came to the Cape. KwaZulu-Natal is home to South Africa's most famous horse race, the Durban July Handicap, which was first run in 1897. Originally run over 1,600 meters, today the July is contested over 2,200 meters, and its honor roll includes some of the country's greatest champions. Now, joining us to tell us more is Devin Heffer, who's Hollywoodbets brand manager. Devin, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I guess it's safe to say you've had a fantastic day.
Yeah, thanks so much for inviting me on. Yeah, it's been an absolutely incredible day. You know, the theme this year was Ride the Wave, and I can promise you we've been riding the wave the whole way through. Durban has really showed off with the weather today. The racing has showed off. We've seen some incredible performances. As you mentioned earlier, Oriental Charm, rose to the occasion, and a big well done to Brett Crawford, the trainer, and JP van der Merwe for winning his first Hollywoodbets Devin July. And the thing is, we've been working on this event for the last 11 months. It's our third year sponsoring. We wanted to make sure it was an absolutely perfect occasion, and everything has gone off amazingly well. So yeah, we're just very proud of our Hollywoodbets team, our Gold Circle team they've been working with. And so far, it's been incredible. So, yeah, there's not too much we've missed out on, but except for the people who didn't get to Hollywoodbets Gravel today.
I guess so, right? And just earlier, I was just talking about the history and the background of horse racing in South Africa. But let's talk about the history about this event in particular, the Durban July. It's quite a historic one. And as you're mentioning, Hollywoodbets has been sponsoring it for 3 years. What is the appeal about this specific horse racing event?
Well, when you look at this race, as you mentioned, the first running was in 1897, so today is the 128th running of this race. It's one of the only sport events that has run uninterrupted for this 128-year period. I mean, it survived world wars, it survived pandemics, it even survived a soccer World Cup where they moved from the first Saturday of July to the last. But it's been absolutely amazing to see how this race still resonates with all South Africans. I think so many people stop to watch this race. We've been promoting it from a brand perspective across the country. We've had it in Cape Town International Airport, in Joburg, in Durban International, all over the place. Wherever you went, you could feel the in July vibe. And for us as Hollywoodbets, we've been doing everything we can to make sure that this race gets the respect it deserves, because it's not only the biggest racing event in South Africa, it's probably the biggest social event. I mean, the entertainment, the fashion, the events today has been absolutely outstanding. And yeah, we've just been blown away how people have been taking to today's racing. And, we're just so proud to be a part of it and so privileged.
And as you're mentioning as well, it always comes with that glitz and the glamour as well, Devin. In terms of spectators, what's the appeal like? Do people watch and attend horse racing events in general in South Africa?
Yeah, so I think, the Hollywoodbets Devin July is that one race of the year where everyone, suits up and puts their best dress on to go racing. We're lucky enough in this country to have racing 6 times a week minimum, and we don't quite get the turnout as we do on the Hollywoodbets Devin July Day, and then the other big race days in the Cape with the WSB Cape Town Met, and in Joburg the Betway Summer Cup. But the thing is, the HDJ, the Hollywoodbets Devin July, certainly stands out. The fact that we've got people from Johannesburg, from Cape Town, from the Eastern Cape, flying to attend this event. They want to be seen. They want it to be on social media. And, there's just a big significance when it comes to this event. And, our purpose as Hollywoodbets is, although, yes, we sponsors of this event, horse racing is still very much at our heart. And that's what we try to resonate with our attendees. We try to teach them more about the game. We try to teach them more about the races and make sure that they have a good time and that they leave saying that this is actually a sport that I could follow and maybe certainly invest in. So hopefully we can take that and we can run with it going forward.
And have you noticed that difference, Devin, when you do speak to people and attendees about how the actual game goes, how the horse racing works as well, how to participate in the betting as well? Are you finding that more and more people over the years are attending this luxurious event, not only for the fashion and entertainment, but also to actually watch the horse racing?
No, of course. I mean, when we hosted this event for the first time as sponsors, we came out of it about 10 days after COVID had ended, and we thought we were going to be behind closed doors, and we were lucky enough for it to open. And in that time, we had about 29,000 people that attended that first race meeting in 2022. Last year, we got to just under 40,000, and I'm pretty certain that over today, we haven't quite tallied all the ticket sales yet, but I'm pretty certain we've surpassed that 40,000 mark today. The crowd was absolutely electric today, and the beauty of it is when you look at the diversity in the crowd, I think that's what's so special about this event. It doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your culture, everyone comes together. I mean, the fact today we had Mango Group performing on stage, performing the national anthem, and everyone getting into it, and it was just something seriously special. It's a proudly South African event. It's one of those things that does amazing things, not only for our people, but for our economy, especially here in KZN and eThekwini. So hopefully we can take that, we can run with it, and hopefully we can keep growing this event to be bigger and better.
And it really does do quite a bit for that local economy in eThekwini. But also to talk about just the event in itself in terms of the jockeys, the horses and the horse riders as well. How do South African jockeys, horses and horse riders compare worldwide?
Well, I think the beauty is when you look at our jockeys and our trainers, I mean, you've got the likes of Mike de Kock. He's one of the most renowned South African trainers, if not international trainers. He's gone to Dubai, he's gone to America, he's gone to the UK, and he's found winners. He's won on the biggest stage. We've seen our jockeys, the likes of Anthony Delpeche, Anton Marcus, Pierre Stradham, Kevin Shea. They've gone there, they've done it, they've won. And I think there's a big thing now at the moment in terms of export protocols, which is certainly just in the recent months, within the last month or two, has just been lifted. And there's a number of horses that have just been shipped to America that are aiming to compete in the Breeders' Cup, which is the biggest international race meeting in the world, where some of the races are competing between $1, $2, and $5 million in a race. So it's something in that where now we've had the opportunity, our horses are going there, our trainers are going there, our jockeys are competing overseas. And, we've certainly got the talent, we've got the breeding pool, we've got the horses, and hopefully within the next 2-3 years, we certainly believe we're in the middle of a renaissance. We really feel that South African racing is growing, and we're only going to go bigger and better from here.
And let's chat a little bit about our winning horse, Oriental Charm, and the jockey there. Tell us a little bit more about them.
Yeah, so Oriental Charm is trained by Brett Crawford. Brett trained 2 horses in this race, which of course one was Winchester Mansion, which won this race last year. And funny enough, Oriental Charm followed the exact same preparation going to this race. He raced in the same races, he won those, he went into this race, and funny enough, James Crawford, which is Brett's son, trains with Brett in Johannesburg and Cape Town, and they had prepared these horses together. And James was siding with the defending champ Winchester, and Brett was with Oriental Charm. But it was amazing the fact that Oriental Charm showcased that somehow Brett has found a winning recipe. And, it was an exceptional run because he's a front runner, and he went to the front, he stayed there. And JP van der Merwe, who's considered one of the best front-running jockeys in South Africa, he rode the perfect race. It was a hard race. It was a rough race. But JP van der Merwe rose to the occasion. He's had an exceptional season. He's won 5 grade ones just in the last 11 months, and I'm sure he's going to go from strength to strength. But you look at Brett Crawford, he's a master. He's found a winning recipe, and I'm sure this is not the last Hollywoodbets Devin July that he's going to win.
Well, Devin Heffer, thank you so much for joining us, and well done on a successful event.